This is our Wednesday rant. I'm your host, Phil, and this is my co-host, Corey. And we are going to fucking rant about something. I'm not even sure what yet. This
is your brilliant idea, Phil. So I'm
I love
expecting you to
these
take
things.
the lead. Yeah,
You know what? What do you want to
This is
rant
even less
about?
organized than our normal is.
I know. It's great because it's a rant. So rants are supposed to be disorganized. How about this fucking lockdown? How about that?
It's not a lockdown. It's a stay-at-home order, Phil.
It's a fucking lock. Well, you're right. Jesus, did you see him today? He looked like he was going to have a stroke. Doug Ford.
Dougie always looks like he's going to have a stroke.
Worse than normal. Didn't blink. Did one of these. Hello, friends.
I was remarked at his hair. I was pretty sure the hairstylists were open, so he could have done something with that.
He was fucking sitting down. Did you see? Did you watch the? You did.
I caught parts of it. I couldn't watch the whole thing because I'm like, okay, so you're gonna get Walmart.
You
hear what he's gonna do? You hear about it?
No, what? Which part? I don't know. There's so much.
The part about you can stay open if you sell groceries, but if you sell anything else, you've got to block that off.
Yeah, they're not going to do that. That's not going to happen. It's not going to fucking happen. Big box stores are like,
what the hell's Costco going to do? Seal off every other aisle?
Right? Oh, you can't buy that popcorn maker.
It's right there. It's right there.
But I can.
Popcorn.
It's right there.
The
beside all the other things that I need.
The popcorn's I need
that stuff. It's fucking it's crazy, and it's all down south. Like we've had like 3 cases in the last, I don't know.
Okay, FYI, Jerko, I'm down south. Okay, so Ottawa has apparently a COVID explosion.
Is it an outbreak? Is it fucking crazy? How many cases have you had? You don't even.
I don't know. I don't track it.
You've been fucking day drinking, is what you've been doing.
Yeah, I have. I did and I heard alcohol is good for COVID or bad. I don't know how they calculate it, but
I went to the dentist today. I don't even like the dentist. I especially don't like pain. Whoa. Anyway, but yeah, back to the lockdown. I guess golfing is okay. COVID doesn't mind golfing.
I guess you're outdoors as long as you're not sharing a cart. I guess.
No hairstylist.
What about you? Are you?
I'm considered essential because we do contracts for the government.
For Interlock.
Well, that's one of them, but I also do contracts for a company called Ferrovial, which is a big trucking. Like we do all their, radios and things like that.
I'm still working, so I don't know what the problem is. My office is just over behind the back of the curtain there. You go over the curtain into my workout room, and there's my office. Okay,
we weren't going to tell all of them how much you make, how many porns you make a week. All right, but we'll it's a breakout.
The key, folks, is a low res camera. Honestly, high def has ruined porn for everybody.
Yeah, bring on the stunt cock.
Green screen. See the green screen? It's a green screen.
Yeah. What is this? Oh, right. Yeah. No, it does affect me because, my phone has been ringing off the hook. Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Yeah, you can actually do videos.
Are you still open? I have an appointment next week. Blah blah blah. And now, those are the ones that are like, ambitious. So we'll get a bunch of no-shows.
Oh, really?
Oh, probably. Yeah. So it does affect. It trickles down. I've been very fortunate as a business owner, and you know what? Comparatively speaking, there's a lot of businesses hurting out there.
Oh, the restaurants are getting kicked into jubblies again.
You're going to see, and these are hardworking people. These are people that have put their fucking life into something, and just within a matter of a year, you're going to see gone, And
but the counter people would make, Phil, is that COVID's bad, right? So we got to do something.
I'm not disagreeing that COVID's bad. I just think that, in my opinion, and I'm no expert on pretty much fucking nothing. However, I think that these little, lockdown, whatever the fuck, put the brakes on, emergency orders.
Yeah, they turned out the emergency brake did not work, by the way, Phil. They were like, that didn't
nothing
work.
Fucking works until what we need is like a fucking actual shut the machine down. And I don't know how exactly that works. Right? It's either let everybody fucking just go about their day and we'll fucking figure it out and try and vaccinate and do all that shit. But you're putting people in the poorhouse. You're putting small businesses where they'll never be able to come back,
Their ability to get clear of this.
Well, and then they're going to go in
great,
debt, right?
Yeah.
So the government, like, I don't qualify for fucking anything. There was a one-time grant I think they gave. It's a small amount of money, and I'm like, oh yeah, that doesn't cover the, any of the shutdown costs, because I did shut down at the beginning. I was like everybody else. Well, what is this? They said, well, you're essential, and I'm like, am I? Like, what's going to happen? We don't know. So my wife and my business partner's wife was like, okay, guys, we're worried. Shut it down. And we did for 6 weeks. I'll tell you, man, as a business owner, you don't have money for 6 fucking weeks. That's a bad fucking time, But we're lucky because we store our nuts away.
But anybody's in that boat. So this is the problem, right?
It is.
I can work from home because my job is all white collar, right? So us being shut down for 6 weeks means I work at home for 6 weeks, or in this case, a year.
How long have you been at home?
Since this time last year.
Oh my God.
I know.
Do you like it though? Are you enjoying it?
No, I like the option. I don't like, I'm old school. I like the fact of going into work. You could transition from a home space to a workspace. I actually had to move. I had my work set up right at this desk here. So I would turn to the left and my laptop and everything would be there. And I realized I felt like I was never off work.
Right. Yeah, because that's kind of your gaming area. You do gaming.
It's exactly. I'd go off and I'd be like, oh, you know what? Yeah. Oh, I got the document review. You know what? Why don't I just 20 minutes? 20 minutes. I'll just a little bit. Fucking an hour and a half later, working. I'm like, yeah.
My wife's working from home. She's very productive. I mean, I don't think I have the discipline. I don't think I could do what you guys do. I need to go to work and fucking be like, oh, this is what I gotta do today. And otherwise it'd be like,
I need to go to work, Phil, so I can leave work.
Right.
That's why I need to go to work. Right. So I need to go there so I can exit afterwards. Right now it's like, okay, well, I guess I
find that too. Darlene's working. I'll be like, why are you doing work at 8 o'clock at night? Oh, well, I got nothing else to do. I'm just gonna like, oh, okay, well, sure, whatever.
In my case, it's not nothing else to do. It's just that I have a workload, and normally I break it up through the day. But now that my day is never ending, I mean, I do try to shut it down. So that's why I moved it to the other room, and I actually leave it. Like I try not to go into that room at all.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I mean, it is what it is. We can't stop it. I don't believe that,
We might not have to. We might not have to, Phil. Remember you were telling me about your Poseidon lethal autonomous weapon? Right? That might fix all our problems, Phil.
The Russians are coming. Or they're already there. They're in the Arctic. We've been dealing with these Russians in the Arctic forever, though. They just keep pushing the envelope.
Well, it's not Poseidon,
new. You're right. Poseidon, though, that's new for me to hear about. I think you said
they announced it back in 2018.
Yeah, I mean it's a tactical nuke that's under the water.
It's a torpedo. It's like a tactical nuclear. It's like an autonomous tactical nuclear torpedo.
Yeah.
Or sorry,
what's it supposed to do? It's supposed to like sever Alaska, isn't it? It's supposed to cut Alaska in half.
What I'd heard was they talk about waves, right? They say you would go up the coastline with it and detonate it, and then basically the coastline would be unusable for years. It's all radioactive. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right? Like it'd be crap would be coming.
It's just going to spill into Canada. Hello, Russia. Nobody wants our land.
So this is scary in the sense of it's an unmanned, theoretically, assuming they have a lot of these, they can do the swarm thing, right? But really, they've always had the capability of dropping nukes on our shoreline.
For sure.
But this is really the last, like if they did this, you just triggered World War III. So we all lose. Like there's no winning this.
No, I think everybody just likes to show their dick, Well,
you got to scare people with that.
Putin's out there like, look at this.
Well, he just went off and he's modified the Constitution saying no, people can only run 2 terms starting now.
Because I'll be too old in 2 more terms.
Because I get to run 2 more terms now.
Two more times.
And don't worry, I'll fix that. So we'll see how that turns out.
Well, what will he be? What's a term there? 5 years? 6 years? Who fucking knows? I mean, he's just.
So on the subject of rants,
everybody gets let loose.
Unleash the beast.
Holy shit.
Everybody gets all upset over this idea of, oh my God, you got to have term limits.
Yeah.
Germany doesn't have term limits. Now, mind you, Germany has a storied history, but
perhaps
still,
that's not a great example.
But it's the idea that just by the nature, and I think, for example, Israel doesn't have term limits.
No, because like Benjamin Netanyahu was in there for like 30 years or something.
As my coworker would say, since Christ was a cowboy.
Right. Yeehaw, giddy up.
So
yeah, I don't know. But I think that, terms are important, but I think age limits important too. Look at Biden, that poor bastard. You see
when
him?
I see
He picked up a dime off the ground there the other day, and he just about threw his back out. Oh my God,
I saw something recently. It was like, oh God, what was it? They were making a joke, and they said, well, all they got to do is put stairs, and they'll stop them.
Just fucking put a set of
stairs. Because he's taken like, and Trump
is
talking about a 2024 run.
He'll be so old. He's gonna be 80. Be 80. That's fucking craziness. I don't know. Why can't a young person run? You
saw what it did to Obama. He was the youngest one in recent memory to run, and God, he looked like the Crypt Keeper by the time he came out of it.
That dude was like jazzing going into it. He's like, he's leaving like, oh God.
Sucks the
Michelle Obama looked younger.
She did okay.
She looked fine. She went in. She's like, oh, fuck, spa day every day. I read a book. Talk to some kids.
Hey,
Obama. Barack's like, I just visited Area 51 and shit is really crazy.
Right. I just had to personally waterboard somebody. Turns out it's a thing presidents have to do.
Iranian guy's chest. Just to prove a point.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to do that. Like, let's go. But yeah, no, I hear you. Hey, did you hear about, this is a rant, because this cocksucker should be hung up by his toenails. Richard Pussy, I even wrote it down so I didn't forget his name. Australian guy. This fucking asshole.
Is this the guy with the cops?
Yeah. This fucking asshole driving a Porsche at 150 fucking kilometers an hour, gets pulled over
on drugs.
While fucking hopped up on drugs. This dude, and then the cops are like, well, what do we do with this Porsche? And he's on the side of the road taking a piss. And that's what saves him, is that he's over there. He's fucking pissing away as his truck hits the fucking poor cops. Then this fucking asshole is down there with his camera, going, and he's fucking yelling at him, serves you right, you fuckers. I think that son of a bitch should fucking fry. That is just a horrible fucking person. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's my rant. There we go.
and I completely agree with you. Like, I get the anger you feel against police, but Jesus, they literally got hit by a truck and they're dying in front of you. And your first response is to record and mock them while they're dying. Record
2 clips.
Like, and provide that. Like, it's not like you hold on to it as I'm going to remind myself, I'm going to provide this to my friends because I'm a moron.
Richard Pussy, you piece of shit. That's what I think of you. You are a dirty piece of shit. He's like Epstein quality shit right there. And check out our episode on Jeffrey Epstein. Episode 10 airs tonight, which is Wednesday, which you probably won't see this until at least the weekend.
So if you're a loyal subscriber, you'll know, because you'll get notified when we get posted new episodes.
Yeah. Good news
about the podcast works.
Richard Pussy. I don't know how the podcast works anymore. I'm just here. I just show up. Richard Pussy, though, spent 9 months in prison, which I'm really happy about. I hope he got raped a lot, like deep penetration, like fucking full on. Yeah, every day. I
don't think you go to those bad prisons for 9 months. And when you're in prison for 9 months, I think it's like, Canada,
they might have made an exception.
2 years less a day, you serve it provincially versus federally, right? You're
not going they have to a similar Kingston. Court system. They're based more off.
No, but they're Australians. Their whole frigging country. It's Australia, right?
Yeah, they're all criminals.
Yeah. Well, okay, no, their whole country is either on fire or underwater or something wants to kill you while you're there. So really, those are the
Right?
3 states of Australia.
I know. This fella I know, he fucking went to Australia. He's like, oh, it's really dangerous. I got bit by this. I had jellyfish attack me. I'm like, don't go there. That's a
They
bad fucking place.
they had to censor an episode of Peppa the Pig.
Why?
So this one episode they censored in Australia shows Peppa the Pig treating a spider delicately, like picking it up and putting it outside. You do not
Oh,
fucking
no.
do that in Australia. They're brown recluse. They bite you and you'll immediately notice your finger turn black and your hand fall off and your balls
Yeah.
shrivel up. Like you
What's that?
don't.
The poison they have, it's that necro fucking
Necrotizing. Yeah, it's
it
bad.
eats the flesh. Yeah.
bad.
No, there's
bad.
tons of shit like that. Like, you just stay away from those places.
You don't stick your hand in Australia into
No.
anything. You can't. It doesn't matter whether it's a thing, a person. You do not put your hand in something unless you can see where your hand is going, because
That's
there's
right.
something in there. Guaranteed.
Poisonous things like dark, wet spots. It's a rule of thumb. I live by that. Put your
That's right.
hands.
Don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, this is our first rant. So, anything else you want to rant about?
Nah, let me see. I got to go out to deal with some locks at my rental property because apparently they're not working, which doesn't make sense because they're able to get into the place. So I'm like, are they not locking? So
They're probably just not locking it. You know how people are.
Yeah, well, I hate driving out to Perth.
How far are you from Perth? You're only like
about
40
an hour.
minutes.
About an hour.
Okay.
In Ottawa's about half an hour, 20 minutes from Carleton Place, and then Carleton Place is another 30 minutes ish.
It's pretty in Perth.
Oh, Perth is awesome.
Yeah. And Smith Falls, well, sort of.
Smith Falls is not as nice, but Perth now, and the property tax I pay in Perth, ridiculous.
Oh, is it? Well, you shouldn't own a bunch of properties. That's the way I look at it.
I don't own a bunch. I own like three counting my main residence. So it's not that many. Although housing bubble, it's just, do I get out now or do I wait for the sucker to pop? That's my rant about that. The friggin' housing. What the hell?
I know. I know people that are like, even my house. How much is it worth? It's like, I'm gonna live at the trailer for the summer. I mean, I got a camp, boat. I'll just sell the house. I said, darling, we should just sell this fucking place. And people are buying it. A friend of mine is a real estate agent. He's like, I'm selling houses, sight unseen. They're bidding. It's bidding wars.
It's going over. It's going over asking.
Over asking. Yeah, like by not a lot, a little bit, a lot.
150K is what I heard recently with one of the ones in my area.
Like a house. There's a house down the road from me, and they're wanting almost 300,000 for this house. It's a shanty on this tiny little piece of land. It needs everything that you can possibly imagine, and it just sold. It's like, okay, we're listing ours. Let's go. I got a double lot, big house.
So Melissa and I were actually talking. We're saying, hey, what we should do is we should sell this place.
Yeah.
Cash out, which we're probably looking at right about now. My realtor neighbor saying it's about 900.
Yeah, you're almost
cash out and then go move into one of our, like, evict the nice family I've got living in one of my units and say, well, we're moving in. Bye. Because that's the problem. You sell your place. Where do you go?
Well, you got to buy another place. So that's our dilemma, right? So to find something of equal value to what we already own, and we own most of our house, like we don't have a big mortgage. It's, that's what keeps us here. We have a small mortgage. It's almost nothing. But I mean, we would have to be 450. That's what we'd be looking at. That's a lot for North Bay. A lot.
So if we sold our place for 9, if we moved up to North Bay, it'd be great. They'd be like, hey, I can buy a palatial estate with slaves for that price.
You can buy something on the water for sure. There's houses right now going for $1 million.
It's insane.
$1 million on the water in Calendar. They're beautiful homes, but are they worth $1 million?
Well, one up the street just went for like 2.2. Nuts.
Yeah, you're in a ritzy neighborhood though.
It's a mix. This used to be cottages, but everybody decided to move in. So what that means is MPAC is going to come around with a big stick going, hey, buddy.
You wait. You just wait. Your taxes are going through the fucking roof. My taxes went up. Like, what do you pay for taxes? Like, I'm $4,200 a year.
We pay almost 7.
So you're almost 7. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. Just shy, like 6 something. And
That's
that
a
doesn't
lot.
count what they're trying to get. And that's the only reason we don't pay more is because we don't, like, we're on water, but not sewer. So there's some charges that we don't pay on our property taxes, and our water bill is technically just the water we use. So
you pay that much without a sewer?
But hey,
Wish I had your
by
money.
the water. Oh yeah. Yeah. I wish I had your
by
money,
the
Phil.
water. Yeah. By the water.
No, I want in addition to mine. So sorry.
In addition, I was going to say, but I don't think you wanted. It's not a fair trade. You're going to lose all day long. Me and the bank own a ton of shit, though.
That's right. That bank guy.
Bank. We're great buddies. Yeah. Well, I know. But you have a nice home, beautiful home.
It still needs work. Like we've got, and that's the friggin' try to get a contractor to do anything. Good fucking luck.
Can't. I refinished my own basement. Couldn't find anybody. Nobody.
I vented my own bathroom fan out my roof yesterday. Jay and I did it actually. We were up there on the roof and just and I'm thinking, yep, good thing this is a low pitch and not a far drop.
Yeah. It's gonna be good. There you go. Well, not bad for a first rant.
Okay, Saturday, Philadelphia experiment, folks.
Philadelphia experiment. And hold on. Actually, Sunday.
Sunday, yes.
Sunday. You won't know, whoever's watching this right now.
Because it won't be up till the
magic
following
of YouTube.
Because it won't be up. It won't be up on the weekend anyway, right? So
no, I mean, come on, we're human. We also have day jobs. Yeah, I know all you people want to see us, but we have things to do.
Very busy.
Aside from entertain. Well, thanks for watching.
We are
the Wednesday rant. This bitch is going to happen every Wednesday because I got a lot of hate in here, right here.
I can feel it. Warm.
Can you fucking feel it? It's warm? That may be my breath. No, I don't have a lot of hate, but I do have a lot of rant in me. Fuck. So I'm Phil. This is Corey for the OC. We'll see you on Sunday.